All right, guys. Well, I know there's probably a few people who've been waiting for this video, and we're going to reveal the Lodestar camper, and we're going to reveal it even though it's not done. That's mostly because it's not going to be 100% complete for a number of weeks. So I'm going to show it to you now, but you got to promise you're not going to judge it because the trim's not done. That's what's left is the trim. And obviously that makes a big difference when the trim's not done. But at any rate, I'm going to show it to you. It's going to be a fairly quick video, but we're going to give you a full tour. You've already seen the outside, but we'll give you as full of a tour as I can with this trailer in the way, and then we'll go inside for the first time so you guys can check it out. All right, let's go. So let's take your first look inside. I'm going to put you on wide screen so you can see, but here we go. So stepping up in to the right, this is our kitchen. So this is where, I'll bring you back a little bit. So this is where the kitchen originally was. We didn't change anything. Yes, it's got a bow to it. It's I don't know what it is from 1963 to now, but I'm pretty sure that's 61 years. And in 61 years, obviously it's had some flex. So it's fine. We don't mind. We did just vinyl, a blonde wood textured vinyl for the countertops because that was cheap and easy. It's a very similar color to the blonde pine paneling. We did a little bit on some surfaces back there. Again, I know there are some trim left to do. There's some paint touch-up left to do once the trim is done. I think that panel there and maybe that panel there, I'm not sure yet, but some of that's going to go black to match the cabinets. That's just some leftover. It's the same black trim paint that's on our house that we painted last year. Sherwin-Williams color, and then this is just some shiplap paneling on the walls. So obviously we did curtains on the windows. Simple, cheap, and easy. I really like the look too, versus blinds. Just kind of fits, right? That's a light that my wife found. Obviously there's a little theme here with some gold going on, so we've got the light, which obviously does work. Everything's 12 volt, so it's always on. That fixture is obviously a pointable one. I just put a 12 volt bulb in it and wired it for 12 volts, but that's repurposed from the original camper. There was an outlet there. We just changed the outlet, rewired it, and then changed the face of the receptacle. Added this little simple little 2-burner stove. We're not going to cook much in here, but it gives us a way to, at the very least, if we want to do a pour over coffee maker or heat up some canned vegetables or something. We're not going to use it much, but it's there if we want to. We did do a new sink. Did a black finish sink with a gold faucet to keep the theme going. Did some new hardware on the cabinets, and yeah. The diesel heater is up here. It's not yet installed, but it's a perfect spot because I have access to the fuel filter block is right on the frame rail, right down there on the truck. So I've got a spare port that's got a plug in it right now, so I can plumb diesel right from the truck tank, feed it up to here. We've got a vent right there to pull in intake air. All I have to do is drill one hole through the outside for the exhaust. Honestly, I don't think we'll probably ever use a diesel heater, but I don't think we'll be in this thing when it's cold, but you never know. Just some vinyl tile on the floor. Eventually there'll be a big rug here. We just haven't gotten that far yet. We got the vent. I know it's not trimmed out yet, but manual rise vent with a small exhaust fan. Wallpaper on this wall over here. And here is the bed. Oh, and I neglected. We just put a simple, inexpensive, very small futon in here. Pulls out when we got a kid or two with us. They've got someplace to sleep. We've got a nice couch to sit on. It's compact and it fits the space. It's not the most comfortable thing in the world, but it's inexpensive. So over here is the sleeping area. This is a true queen size bed. It's actually apparently a hair bigger because that mattress does not quite fill the space. So we'll do some trimming to make that look nice. But we went with the paneling around. Same thing, paneling on that wall, the shiplap paneling. And then obviously the ceiling follows that curve down. That was fun to do. Still have a whole lot of trim work, so don't look too close on that, but we'll get there eventually. I decided just to do that same pine paneling for that little stretch of wall. It just made sense to be a little accent. That is built out, and it acts as support for the window AC unit. So it's kind of a bump out and makes sense. It also acts as a chase for all the wiring, runs up for lights and outlets and all that good stuff. So under the bed is where all of the utility and some extra storage is. We've got our converter coming in. It's just a little 30 amp converter with a few circuits. We've got our outlet, just an extra one right there. And obviously there's an outlet up there too that's dedicated mostly just for the AC. We've got our charge controller for the solar, and then we've got our switches for the water pump and water heater. You know, everything works. Under the bed, you guys have kind of already seen this, but for those that haven't, I can't lift this up very high without moving curtains, but we've got our water heater, some shutoff valves, and our water pump. There's our freshwater storage tank, plumbing chase running through the back. Here's our dual batteries and the wiring into the back of the converter, plus a whole lot of storage space if needed. The bathroom is the part that I'm least happy about. I just don't like the tile work. I did it in a hurry. I love the fact that it's tile, but I don't love the fact that I don't trust it in the long run. So I think in the end this bathroom will get redone, but hey, it held up for a few hundred miles bouncing around in the back of a semi-trailer, so it can't be that bad, right? Again, I do think I'll change it eventually, but I'm not in a big hurry, so I am going to just trim it out for now and be done with it. But toilet works great. It's a tight squeeze to take a shower, but again, we're not in here for long durations or very often, so that's okay. Just a simple shower curtain. Took a fair amount of effort to find a black rod that was going to fit that small space, but we did it. And yeah, that's the size of it. That's our little 14-foot home away from home when we are at truck shows. So hope you guys like it. We'll finish it up here in the next few weeks, get everything trimmed out and looking good. But that's the size of it. It was a lot of work, labor of love. My wife helped out so much. And we have stayed in it once already, and we'll stay in it a couple more times yet this year, and hopefully for many years to come we'll keep using it. So that being said, thanks for watching. Hope you guys like it. Y'all have a great week.